Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Apparently we did not have to do greedier after greed, or rather, let me rephrase. Apparently we did not have to do greed and then greedier. Just doing greed year. It would have done both, but so be it, I suppose. I don't... We must have gotten Eden's Soul, through one of our myriad rerolls last time. This is default Butterbean, which is obviously not amazing for us. Alright. So this is going to be harder, or at least it should be harder. And, I'm ready for that. I mean, as soon as you get the D Infinity, I don't want to, you know, pull the veil back, but most of the time, you're going to be coming out of that with a victory. Well... It's just the way she goes. Now, I don't necessarily want to give you too much more HP, so... That being said, that's exactly what I'm going to do, and if we die, we die. I was really hoping... Does Are You a Wizard work with this? Yes, it does. I was really hoping for a little payout there, but you know what? Life goes on. Long after the thrill of living is gone. John Cougar Mellencamp. This will work. It looks bad, but it will work. That is horrendous. But, check that out. We'll lose an HP container if we leave. I'm not willing to do that right now. What I am willing to do is be insanely aggressive. And, okay, we're going to fight for our right to survive here. We also could have used Ace of Hearts to pick up, like, a lot of extra HP. Not extra, like get all of our HP back, I guess is the preferred way to describe that. I did not do that. Instead, I think I'm going to be happy to have money instead. Use that to pick up whatever we can. I crushed you so much more easily than that. Oh, I think I got one. I heard a sound. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You blew up your friend, you dummy. Here I was thinking I was in danger. I didn't realize I was fighting a bunch of big dummies. We really can't switch, by the way. Like, I mean, literally we can. But functionally, we're dead in one hit as the soul. So there's no preserving this. Really, I did this out of like a certain sense of who dares wins. And then on top of that, there's also... I guess a sense of bravado associated with it that I can't deny. Right now, we need to abuse our range a little bit, I think. One is dead. Even with one of these guys left, we might want to abuse our range. We're going to be able to buy some red hearts. Well, stage one is definitely to buy a key. And we're not going back into the curse room, but... You fool. You fool. You had a working strategy. Just keep it up. Land some shots in here. There you go. Why are you getting so out of sorts trying to go for these, like, incredible plays that have no reason to exist? You did it. That was really good. Focus on the positives. Grab a key. Maybe don't give up all your red hearts to that Demon Judgment just yet. He hasn't proven himself worthy. New Peeper's Eye. Almost looked like, Proptosis for a second. Got me a little more excited than I should have been. Okay, jump towards me. Thank you. A little cautious against this guy because the movement can be a little weird sometimes. Now, Ragman tends to get absolutely bodied by melee. That's the danger, though. We lose 1 HP, but otherwise survive. That's what we're looking for. Whoa, you fools! I can't believe I got hit on that. I'll call a little BS, but not a big BS, just a little BS. Now, out of this, I forget what this gives us, which is why I'm going to take it. Tears up, plus you feel empty, so we get the missing page, or whatever the heck you describe this item as. Who's our final series of enemies here? Any enemy that rushes us is going to get baseballed. It's just the way it is. It's up to you if you want to approach things this way, but you're like the easiest enemies to kill that I could imagine right now. This is a horrendous start to this run. And that's not much better. Please. You are a jerk. That is what you are. Please? It's probably advisable. You know what? I'm going to try something. You grab it with the soul, switch back immediately. We lived. Alright, so now we can start rebuilding at least one half of our run here. And we should be able to do the same, right? I've got a little gun shy. There we go. So we can live on less HP. It is dangerous. No question about it, but... Oh, and we can't switch now. So I was hoping to be able to grab that and then switch, but obviously that's not sensible in hindsight. Yeah, we'll head down to the next floor, and obviously we're still in a very, very scary situation. What would be nice is to get any means of a battery charge, or alternatively, some red hearts. Or some demon hearts directly is also fine. So now we can switch again, and we stole from the deal with the devil. So I feel, you know, pretty good about that, I suppose. I'm gonna be a little aggressive here yet again. And it did work out. So instead of, alright, instead of risking our hearts, I'm gonna take one for no reason and then take a spirit heart hit to get out, because they were very nice to give us the spirit hearts in the first place. So definitely, as of right now, oh, you fools. As of right now, to me, this looks like the kind of run that is doomed. However, I'm gonna leave that other mushroom up there for the time being. At great risk to myself. You! The other thing I was gonna say is it looks like the kind of run where, unfortunately, you're really, really gonna wanna play as the soul for it, for most of it. Let's say much of it, because we don't know where this run's going. But we are, sincerely and legitimately behind the 8 ball. And unfortunately, the soul is not really doing enough damage to pull us out of this pit. But Bone Lord, as much as I love him, doesn't really have the HP required to keep us alive through these trying times, and that's not gonna help, so now we have no choice. Greedier mode, you know, I'm trying not to let my present situation color my opinion of greedier too much, but never been my favorite mode necessarily. We're kind of discovering why right here. Any mode where it's like, if you don't get a damage upgrade in your first couple of item rooms, you might as well just hold R to get it over with as fast as possible. But anyway, I'm on cloud 9 with the booster pack, so I'm trying not to focus on what very minor negative stuff may exist, you know, at the fringes, so to speak. We could get killed by a spider just as easily as a god right now. Try not to get too close unnecessarily. We have 14 cents, which is terrible. You know what we would love to see is Little Chad. But first, I'm going to try, and I'm going to leverage our existing HP to hope that this guy pays out with something, and that is something but bad. That is just not good. So, we'll enter here. We got Big Fan. Might be saying, NL, why not buy that red heart? I would really, really like to buy Little Chad. Little Chad plus some HP upgrades keeps us in bone hearts as the day is long. You know what we really need if we want to get particular about it? We need things that make the soul better specifically. Because in all likelihood, our existing run, it really, to me, looks like the soul's gonna be what ticks because of the Satanic Bible predominantly. So we need things that make our range shots better. Anything that makes melee better, I'm not gonna turn up my nose because I think there's a lot of overlap, but particularly anything that makes range better is gonna be, it's gonna be a nice opportunity. Now again, as often, We're going to be 1 cent too shy to get the item we actually want. And that's my own fault for being a little over-aggressive. You know, buying things we didn't need to buy. I hate that. I got a little too far away from home, I'll admit. Woo, excuse me. It's because I'm getting pulled back, that's right. If we keep ourselves here, we're going to be hard to hit. It's going to take 1 to 2,000 years for us to deal any damage, and now we got another enemy that's a little annoying over there. Oh, hey, line up perfectly for a little bit of Peeper's Eye damage. Don't mind if you do. Not the most engaging way to play a run, but, you know, here we are, alive. Anytime you're using Big Fan for damage, you know you're in a bit of a weird spot. No Krampus. No Krampus. Not incredibly useful, but no Krampus at least. Alright, we're down to the next floor, and we're dealing with the run that definitely has a lifespan associated with it. A run that definitely has a certain best before date, and I prefer not to think about when that best before date actually is, because it's not looking great right now. X-Lax. And then 2 bombs are key. Well, we would like to see Rotten Baby. We've filled up our heart, which is nice. I think we'll buy a key. We got 2 item rooms to visit here. Start with this one. The present. Pageant Boy. Pageant Boy takes us to 16 cents. The present I'm just going to use on the item room. We got Lump of Coal. I don't know why it gave us a negative association with that. It's pretty good. And then I think we'll pick up Rotten Baby for a little bit of extra damage. And I'm not nearly confident. I'm certainly not going to say like, oh, we're set now. But the ability to at least temporarily use melee here is real nice. And I think, honestly, the only reason we managed to kill that enemy as quickly as we did is because of the fact that we had a Lump of Coal, so... Really should transform. Yeah, you're shooting an enemy that, you know, explodes in your face, and not even in like a fun way. Just tried to use a bomb I do not have and have never had over the course of this run, so should give you a little inclination of how I feel about our damage as the soul right now. Had to. As far as I'm concerned, pretty much had to. I really don't want to buy a 3-cent item. What I'm going to do, or 3-cent heart I should say, what I am going to do, and there's a case to be made for this being idiotic, is buy a 7-cent item in the hopes that we can buy more in the future. And every decision I'm making here, I'm making knowing that it's not necessarily on paper the safest decision, but I'm doing it, oh my lord, because, well, it is unsafe. But by being unsafe, the potential payouts are greater, I think. So, you know, buying 1 7-cent item that sucks versus buying a 15-cent item that's okay and hoping it gives you something better in the future, or saving your money for a future floor in which you might not even, like, live to see. It's really up to you. I know we're not going to buy anything else here, so I am going to buy the heart. And I wish we didn't have to buy HP, because it's only going to hurt us. Bighorn strikes me as an enemy not altogether that difficult to kill with melee. Now I hate it, and I regret saying that. So this is a new kind of era for me. Is actively switching back and forth between the two as is necessary. Now we got to go back to our default build, but I don't know. I felt like that was kind of a milestone for us right there. This is tough. I really like the problem with this run is, and this happens in greedier mode a lot. In Isaac, you know, the default modes usually feel like there will come a point at which something's gonna give. You know, they can't keep giving you trash items forever. They're gonna have to give you something good. I don't know if that's the case here. I feel like we have to, it's like being caught in the poverty cycle, you know? We're spending all of our money on replacing our shoes. But because we don't have much money, we can't get nice shoes, so they keep breaking on us too quickly, you know? We need a more reputable shoe brand. That's where we're at right now, is like I keep having to buy HP, so I never really get to pay it forward on this run. And, I mean, admittedly, if I stop playing as the melee guy, I could probably be a little bit more forward-thinking, but it's not as easy as it looks. No keys. No bombs, like, ever. So we got HP, now it's wise for us to not lose it. No kidding. Really, the Demon Judgment on the first floor turned out to be a pretty dumb decision. But we do have advantages we haven't had on previous runs. We have unlimited Spirit Hearts until we make it to the final section of the game, at which point, right now, always bet on greed. Greed is going to kill us in our present state. But that may not be the case long term. Hey, look at this. An actual, like, positive milestone. You're going to think I'm crazy for this one. First, we're going to use bombs or key. We're going to see what's going on in here. We get deep pockets, which is worth just about nothing. And I'm going to use my Spirit Hearts to play this guy, because we can actually replenish those. And we got Potato Peeler? What a horrendous choice of an item. The only way, I mean, I see this working for us at all, is if we use Potato Peeler to get to at least a 3rd level Meat Boy, preferably a little further. Or 2 3rd level Meat Boys, or, you know, I guess you can't really get 2 3rd level, but you know what I mean, a 3rd and a 4th level. And then you use, no need to hit the button after all enemies died. You just hide behind the Guardian over and over and over and over again, and let your Meat Boys do the killing, but it's gonna be the world's slowest way of making progress on, well, really any room you could possibly imagine. So, I'm not an enormous fan of that as a win condition. But at least I hope if you're watching this, you can see my brain's moving. I really am doing my darndest trying to piece together some kind of victory from the jaws of defeat here. That's fine. I'll survive. Whoa! Hopefully. Alright, we can do this now. Acceptable. 22 cents. I think we gotta go for broke. So we're gonna start hitting these full run rerolls. Jesus Juice is okay, but I think we gotta start buying 7-cent items, and again, kind of hoping for the best. I don't know how much Zodiac's gonna do for us. Ipecac, though, for 1 extra penny. Ipecac could start to... I mean, it really seems like it makes... Oh, we have Sagittarius right now. Well... It really seems like it makes our ranged build good enough to exist on its own, and it adds a bonus to our melee build. I think that was just really, really bad. So thank God we have piercing shots. This guy shouldn't be too bad. We're 100% going to buy Ipecac. It's not even close. So our 7-cent item strat actually appears to have worked out a little bit. Definitely getting light on HP. But we are 2 items away from the Guppy transformation. Not likely we're going to be able to finish the job, but plausible we could finish the job there. If we pull out a victory here, I'd be riding high on the hopes of this new character, no question about it. So we'll take Ipecac. I don't even know what that is, so let's buy it. Hallowed Ground Portable Sanctuary. Let's take a look, dude. Hallowed Ground Portable Sanctuary. I forgot the real name of the item. Isaac, hallowed by hallowed. What's this? New booster pack. Isaac. Booster pack 6, or wait, this is 5, my mistake. Passive items. Spawns a white poop familiar, which turns into a white poop when Isaac is hurt. What the heck is a white poop? What? I don't know. But you're right, I do have a white poop familiar following me around. Now I wish I can get some more money, because it would be real nice to get Black Lotus in real life or in the game, but for now, no such luck. If it blocks shots, this is okay. So Ipecac really is, it's a 12 out of 10 item. Most of the time, like, Ipecac is an item, it definitely does not guarantee you a win, but it's one of the very few items in the game that could actually get you a win pretty much just by itself. Which is why I'm losing my mind right now. Now, I think there actually legitimately is a case for using, ooh, a single penny. For using the soul to grab Tarot Cloth, because some of those cards could be, like, game-changing for us if we get them on the boss fight, right? An Algiz Rune is a good example. But I'm going to err on the side of caution for the first time in a long time, and be a little bit slower here, because now we actually have a run that's capable of getting the job done. So we get Charm Tears, which I'm not a huge fan of. We get Polydactyl, which is fairly unlikely to be good, right now at least. And you know what we really get is a free ability to blow things up, which can be worth a lot in greed mode. That's no good. I don't even care about the transformation. So we kind of would like to see the screw. It's cheap and useful for us. Dim bulb? I mean, temporarily it's got some okay stuff going on with it. I do think we should grab this, and I will go to the curse room. And the curse room turned out fine. Because we got spirit hearts, I'll give you half a spirit heart to leave instead of the red heart strat. We do have to worry a lot about positioning if we're going to be rolling melee, because we're going to be knocked back at like every opportunity. And you know what? I'm not even convinced in hindsight. There's the white poop. Does it do damage in an area of effect? And then it's gone? I don't know. Maybe it opens up a deal to the angel at some point. I'm not convinced that the melee does more damage than our Ipecac shots at this point. Yeah, I mean, our Ipecac shots add an extra 30 damage, so maybe if we got more HP, we'd consider it, but hard to justify it right now. Now, I do want to check something. You're not going to love my strategy here. I want to shoot an enemy close to us in the ranged build and see if we have explosion immunity. We have explosion immunity. We don't, okay. We have explosion immunity as our melee character. We don't have it as our ranged character. Good to know, at least for the future. Oh, we definitely want Halo, and we want to make sure that we're picking it up as the Bone Lord. Yeah, our DPS is now... Oh, well, I guess it's when you leave the room the poop gets reset. Our DPS is no joke. Took a while for us to get to that point, but can afford the Halo and something else. 8 of you? Seems a little rich, but sure. Okay. Well, 3 of you. 1 of you? Not too bad. You know, with 3 luck, I guess you would kind of look at this and say, we do want an item. I think out of all of these, we'd like to have Gimpy the most. Get some extra red hearts dropping. And get spirit hearts as well. I don't think we want to do that one. I just don't think it's worth it. So because we picked up the Halo as the Bone Lord, he's actually like functional again, even though we're probably not going to want to use him because I think the current build is worse. This ended up being a much more tactical run than expected. So you know what? I actually owe an apology to Greed Mode, or Greedier. Whoops. Because I think the run ended up being a lot more interesting than I expected it to be. Ooh, 5 cents for this trinket is going to pay dividends real quick. So this is just like, woe be it for me to suggest this is a next level play. This is like a default level play. These are the kind of plays you're going to have to make on occasion if you want to beat Greedier Mode. Could you just, like, thank you. I appreciate it. What do I think we need? Well, it's such a weird situation because we need nothing. Okay, you know, I'm doing this all for a penny. Or 2, so if you could just hook me up, that would be nice. But there you go, 2 pennies. Like, is it worth getting another rate of fire increase? I think yes. Even though that wasn't much. Is it worth buying HP? I believe it or not, I do think it is. Now, this guy over here is a real conundrum, and I haven't really decided what I'm going to do about that guy yet. I think we should leave here. I think I'm actually willing. I want to check for a secret room real quick. I don't think that would have gotten it. That definitely would have. I'm willing to go a little deep on this, because I still think this is a loss in Wynn's clothing. And that's HP. It ended up being pretty bad, but... Okay, now we really need to not get hit, or we're going to look like a fool. Or we could just get hit as this guy, which is substantially more acceptable. You know what we're relying on right now is our rotten baby flies. They're doing 88 damage each, and I'm not doing a good job of enabling them. I made a terrible mistake. I need to fire more often. Oh, this is not great. I am a little displeased, but overall just scared. So many things flying around. I'm like, which one of you is a bad dude again? It's like my mom watching Infinity War. Which one of you guys is Star-Lord? Okay, we lived, and the only suffering is on the form of our demon heart character. We're lucky that, you know, melee is functional. You know what? I have been very guilty of neglecting our ranged melee, as much as that's like, you know, a contradiction. How's the damage from our ranged melee? Oh, that sucked. One of you is thankfully dead. I don't know. Is the honest answer. But hey, that didn't go too badly. And I might, like, very quickly just step on this. And we got some feet coming down who are probably going to annoy the Christ out of me. No! I was getting the heart. Osborne. There's more of you? Since when? Wow. Still the worst enemy in the game. Okay, well, we've made things harder on ourselves, but not by much. The right way to do this, I think, is just this. Excuse me, why did we only get 1 heart out of it? Did I switch too fast? No, the mark only gives you 1 heart. That's right. The pact gives you 2. So that might have made things harder. It looks like we have to stay as Melee Lord right now, but you know what? I don't know how much use the HP is going to be. 1 HP? I think we need to, and nobody's going to love it, but I think we need to go for something a little a little scarier. So this is 1 demon heart. Oh, you gotta go magic mush. Absolutely. Who do you take it as, though? Probably a 2nd spirit heart is maybe more valuable right now. 68 damage. And, well, there's no spirit hearts for sale yet. Let's try to get some. Let's try to get some, he said. Let's try to get some. Let's... Oh, no! Let's try to get some. Man, now we're getting all the items I'd love to see. Could we try to get some, perhaps? Spirit hearts, there they are. Always love when the spirit hearts show. Okay. Well, you check for, well, I'm gonna destroy you. And then I will check for a secret room real quick. Well, 7 cents. Actually, 8 cents. Wait, we got the lucky rock. So there's something for us on this run. We should have gone for the D4, but your boy didn't realize or didn't remember. So what do you got for me up here? You got Omega Penny, you got Tractor Beam, you got Sack of Sacks. Well, what do you say we go for broke? Now I'm gonna hold this just in case. Okay, now you're speaking my language, because we get Satanic Bible, we get Tractor Beam for free, we get a Sack of Sacks for free, and then we could take Black Hole, but I don't think it's that useful. We might as well take Belly Button. It comes with an item. Mom's Pearl. We're going to take another Crooked Penny. It's the same Crooked Penny, quite obviously. We didn't get our Satanic Bible plate, did we? We did. We need the red heart, though. Okay. I don't know. I don't think we have great odds. But we did pick up a bunch of items for free. I mean, that's basically as well as it could have gone right there, if we're being honest. So I think just don't take damage right here. Tractor Beam actually makes it a lot easier to hit shots here. We got like a freaking laser beam. Unfortunately, we're going to lose the advantage of Dim Bulb. But we have a strat for dealing with this guy. I don't know if it's a good strat, but essentially we're just gonna hang tight. He is dropping a lot of red hearts thanks to Gimpy maybe, but I mean, you know for sure that I don't really want to fight this guy with just melee only. We want to use our phase 1 as a... we should farm with Gimpy actually. We should use our phase 1 as a means of taking no damage, enjoying your Ipecac, blocking all incoming shots, and it's actually going real well so far. Okay, it has ceased to go well. It's now falling apart. It's weird, but I'm kind of waiting for like some Sack of Sacks payouts. I don't even know if those can exist. Like, can we get Sack of Sacks just randomly? When he leaves phase 1, is it possible to get some Sack of Sacks? As I was just going to say, a situation in which I'd much rather be a melee character, but I guess we're going to save that for our next section. Which is actually not that bad, because on our next section, Greed exclusively shoots explosive shots, I'm just now realizing. So if we get up in his face, you know, if he hits us, we have explosion immunity. We want to not get stomped, but... yeah, this is a really not smart idea. We have to switch to melee now. We got a Spirit Heart back. But I think I swept it. Oh no, I didn't sweep it away. I picked it up. Alright, we're trading back and forth between the two. Lost a Bone Heart. Extremely bad. No, break them! Break them! That sucked. We didn't need to lose that HP. No! Give me more. Thank you. Alright. So I wouldn't say like I suggest this to go too well. Or I expect this to go too well, I should say. I watched that the whole way through and was like, you're not gonna get me. We can still get hit by that. I don't know how many attacks it's gonna take for me to realize it. So we actually, wow. Thanks to the Gimpy pickup, we're gonna have a chance to play as our high DPS Soul again. Really good and smart move there. Oh! Wow. We might not have taken damage there because of explosive immunity. You know what's happening here is that it's really like we're trying to keep ourselves alive long enough for Gimpy to fire as many times as is humanly possible, and then in doing so, it gives us more opportunities to play as the Soul, which is where our damage really comes in. And right now, it's not even about our damage with the bone, it's about our damage with the flies from Rodden Baby. Every Spirit Heart that gets added here is just one more chance. Maybe we only have immunity to our own explosions, because some of these shots that feel like they should not hit me are hitting me. That was good. And dude, you can't deny it. It's Gimpy. Gimpy is getting the job done right here. We've almost got full HP as the Soul, which is where I start to make mistakes, play a little too aggressively, despite the fact that, like, mathematically, as long as we don't screw it up, we're actually looking real nice here. Now, this is one, you might look at this as a betrayal of the highest order. I sold you a loss, and it looks like we might come through with a victory. Trust me when I say, it was not motivated out of self-interest. Like, I really thought we were screwed. We had like the opposite of what often happens. We had a run where it was like extremely, Dad's ring, extremely good against bosses, and not all that good against the normal part. So, dude, I'm a very happy man here. Might as well donate. Why not, right? Okay, could you? Oh, let's go. Very smart. And also, we finished at the perfect number. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See you.